job that you applied for? Like, seriously, if you're a flight attendant, you go through all the safety bullshit before you take off. If you're a bartender, you serve drinks. Like, when did pussy become a museum display that you paid to look at but couldn't touch? Stupid ass town. I like it here though. I lived in Philly before I got here. I really kind of miss Philly a little bit. I don't like the way I left things in Philly. When I left Philly, I didn't tell my girl that I was leaving. So like 10 days went by and she finally called me. And she's like, babe, you all right? I'm outside your apartment and it's empty. I think you've been robbed. I'm like, no, baby, I ain't been robbed. I moved. Where'd you move? To Jersey? I'm like, oh, Jesus, this bitch ain't gonna take a hint. All right, now I moved to Vegas. And she kept talking to me. She's on the phone with me for like 15, 20 minutes. Then she finally goes, does this mean we're done? Like, I don't know how you guys are educated out here, but like, me moving to the other side of the nation is a good indicator that shit is over. She was with me like 3.5 years, and I was with her for like 7 weeks. I used to take her out on Sunday and Monday, and it used to free up the rest of my week for the actual whores that I was attracted to. Ladies, I am single-ish, by the way.
Woo, what a kid.
I go in half on an abortion. Mama raised a gentleman. That's all I'm saying. Availability between now and like 4 a.m. You can get on this train. And on that happy note, please believe if you will please. Take the mic before I say something really fucked up. I'm a few drinks in tonight. I'll say shit that make Corey Holcomb blush. You don't want to do this, trust me.
Alright, y'all. Give it up for Bruce Purcell. I like where he was going with that. It was you cleaned your soul out a little bit there. That was pretty cool, man. Alright, well, we appreciate you sharing. Alright, coming to the stage is Zach Wise, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, cool. Has this ever happened to anybody? You're smoking heroin and your lighter dies? That's the shit that'll bring you to tears. That'll fucking break your soul a little bit. And you're like, alright, you gotta toughen up. You're like, no one's gonna loan me a lighter with tears in my eyes. You know, so you fucking walk back in the bar, you borrow a lighter, and get back to it. Good. So my mom kicked me out a couple months ago. So I moved this awesome studio apartment. Like, the location's awesome. All the doors have electronic locks. Like, it has cruise control. Moved in my fucking Lumina. I really wish I bought that minivan. It seemed like a gay idea at the time. There's nothing faggy about legroom. That's no. I realized as a species, we take toilets for granted, just like ridiculous. It's just absurd. Like, have you ever had to wake up in the middle of the night because you had to shit? That's a huge problem when you live in Illumina. I always shit on the driver's side door, hoping to ruin someone's morning, because mine's already fucked here. Fuck those people. Good.
How do you wipe?
McDonald's napkins. It's you keep a stash of them. What, were you questioning my homelessness? You're like, nah. Fuck you. So I actually want an answer to this. If anybody knows, I yell it out. Who won the Boston Marathon? Huh? Anybody? Seriously? Anybody know? I've seen that bloody sidewalk a million times. I don't know who won the fucking race. It's absurd. Good. I don't get laid a lot. And I think I'm fairly attractive, which makes it worse. Because if I was ugly, that's a simple, you know, she didn't fuck me because I'm ugly, you know, that's simple. But this means girls aren't fucking me for my personality. And that's fucking depressing. Shit. I must be a huge asshole. No, I am a huge asshole. That's part of the thing. I'm an alcoholic. Like, I got blackout drunk this one time, and and this guy calls me the next day, and I think it's my friend. He's like, "Hey, Zach." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Zach Wiseman." I'm like, "Yeah." And I don't recognize his voice at this point. And he goes, "You're a fucking asshole." What the fuck? Random people call me the next day to tell... Jesus Christ, how do you even get my number? Like, it's amazing. I get befriended on Facebook a lot. Like this guy, he posts this thing, "Make sure your kids wear life jackets. Kids don't float." So I left the comment, "Well, they do when they're dead." Because that's just factual, you know, that's what happens to bodies, you know. Cement shoes, not a fashion statement. Vinny's favorite thing was his cement shoes, let's bury him at another. Like, let's hide Vinny forever. Make sure nobody finds Vinny. So the first fight Mike Tyson ever got into, one of the kids from the neighborhood was fucking with his pigeons, so Mike Tyson beat the fuck out of him. And to us, that's the first dude Iron fucking Mike Tyson ever beat up. But to them, dude got beat up by the pigeon kid. And that does not go over well in high school. You know? You got beat up by a dude who fucks with birds? That's embarrassing, man. You ever think that maybe Obama got elected because a bunch of illiterate rednecks were just like, B-A-M-A, Bama? Hell yeah, I'll vote for Alabama! I didn't even know you could do that! Ew! That's that whole joke. People think the missionary position is the position, you know, like vanilla sex position, dude on top, girl on bottom. But it's actually the position you're in when you're systematically fucking a native people out of their culture and heritage. That's what they do, those missionaries. They have poor sexual imaginations and they enslave people. Good. I did that joke the other night, and this Mexican guy was like, "You should say that in Spanish." And I was like, "I should, man. How do you say that?" He's like, "I don't know." Fuck, man. You have been fucked out of your... Yeah, the missionaries got you. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna end on that. That's my time. I'm Zach Wiseman. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, y'all give it up for Zach. I'm glad you actually showed up, man. I thought there was no way in hell you was gonna show up. I hit him up on Facebook like, 30 minutes notice, you wanna perform tonight? Good looking. All right, coming to the stage is Mr. Matt Dorman.
Jameson Rocks, thank you for asking.
Future reference.
In case you're doing an 80 biography on me, I appreciate it. It's fantastic. So, like anybody else around here, is anyone else kind of wishing that the end of the world was like fucking tomorrow? I gotta say, this last week has been goddamn miserable for me. I just found out my account was overdrawn by $58, which meant I had to raise $58 just to be broke. So I've been putting applications around town and shit, and I put an application in for Toys R Us as a bicycle repairman, because that's my life now. So before I could put the application in, I do a 65-question survey I guess to kind of weed out the kid fuckers who possibly may be, you know, alongside of me. So one of the questions, just to give you an example of the survey I had to fucking fill out, one of the questions was, you're putting away product on the shelf, and a customer approaches you and asks for help finding a certain product. Do you A, ignore them and continue with what you're doing? Do you B, point them in the direction of another sales associate who can properly assist them with their purchase? Do you C, stop what you're doing and help them in turn? Or D, take out your cock and do a penis puppet show of the last scene from Titanic? Don't let go, Jack. Next question, or a couple questions later, was an 8-year-old boy approaches you and asks what you're doing after work. Do you A, say, grown-up shit, you want to hang out? B, trying to find a way to get rid of all these fucking Chuck E. Cheese coins? C, holding open auditions for this new kid show entitled Where Does My Fist Go? Or D, help them find their parents? So I go in for the interview, and the representative, he's going over my application, those other bullshit, and he says, I think you're unqualified. And I was like, well, how do you figure? Have there really been that many technological advancements in the realm of bicycle building and repairing that I'm underqualified? And he's like, well, I'm like, do I need like a double major in kinesiology and physics? I'm like, fucking, he's like, well, it's actually a rather difficult job. It's rather laborious. Like, well, I'm not welding the sides on the aircraft carriers. I'm putting bikes together, for fuck's sake. Just making sure the chain is in line and, you know, the pedals go in the right direction. That's all it really entails. I'm not fucking... So, long story short, I get the job. So, everyone, you know, a lot of my family has been really trying to like push me to find like a regular Joe job. Ultimately, because this comedy thing isn't really doing too well as far as the monetary, you know, lining of my pockets go. So my mother calls me a few days ago, and she's all excited. She's like, "You're on a list." All right, Mom, could you be a little more specific, please? Because I'm sure I'm on a long list of lists. The Rapture, medical marijuana patient, fucking douche nozzle. So she's like, oh, well, I have a friend who has a friend who has busser positions, and you're in the running for a busser position. Like, you know, fucking leave it to fucking Las Vegas to parallel some fucking, you know, undocumented flesh-carrying fucking migrant to... Way to parallel that with, you know, a presidential candidate or a beauty pageant contestant. It's like, oh, all I gotta do is make sure the glass is full? Oh, too easy, yeah. But I didn't get the job? I'm overqualified? Terrific. Yeah, my life is fucking polar opposites. So, in the meantime, to kill all this fucking time, I masturbate a lot.
Nice segue.
Nice transition.
Yeah. Oh, right. Terrific. Oh, Jesus, this is my life. This is fucking fantastic. So anyway, yeah, so I masturbate a lot, but I don't jerk off for the same reason as most folks masturbate. I jerk off for the same reason you tell Jehovah's Witnesses to fuck off and get off your porch, because I know if I don't, it's gonna fucking bother me for the rest of the goddamn day. So I'm recently divorced, and so I watch a lot of amateur porn because that's the closest I can get to real fucking. So just for the sake of fucking, you know, getting everything organized and whatnot, I put my laptop out. I, you know, put some fucking amateur porn on, and I realized in the midst of my you know, reflection time that I'm stricken with this situation where the men in the videos can't stop watching me watch the video. It's almost as if they're photobombing their own fuck flick. It's like you ever walked into a dog like fucking a couch cushion, and you yell at it to stop, but all it does is just watch it fuck. So I'm trying my best, but the whole time it's just these guys are, you know, it's bad enough that I have to masturbate to you having the sex that I can't have. But don't gloat. Don't rub it in my face. I don't need you just like fucking... I don't need that. I'm sorry. It's like when you're looking at the Mona Lisa and the whole time it's like trying to avoid the eye contact and the whole time just one. You can put it together. I don't know why I'm giving you all these examples. Like you couldn't put 2 and 2 together at the beginning of it. But so I change it up and go to POV porn, point of view. And just in the exact moment when I think that all the distractions have dissipated, I'm immediately lied to, because yeah, they can't look at me, but they can sure as shit talk. Yeah, because they're wielding the camera and the mic is right there in their face, and they all of a sudden feel as if they're narrating an Oscar Wilde novel. And it's like, oh yeah, you're sucking my cock. She knows what she's doing. There's no confusion. If a woman has a dick in her mouth and she's confused about what she's doing, then I'm pretty sure that's probably rape. I'm almost certain of it. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate your kindness.
Bruce loves rape.
So I'm trying to put all this together. That isn't fucking working, and all of a sudden now it's getting to the point where it's down on the wire, and I got shit to do. I gotta crank down if I can just get over with. So I start watching a compilation video, and I get like 2 minutes into it, and then all of a sudden my mind starts fucking wandering again because I can't pay attention for anything for fucking longer than a couple minutes. And so 2 minutes into it, all of a sudden I start wondering, like, who the fuck are these people making these compilation videos? Like, who, like, in all seriousness, like, these aren't doctors. These aren't people with like fucking with a long list of letters trailing after their name. These aren't Rhodes scholars. These are ultimately some fucking just poor, unfortunate soul who slouched over his fucking computer with Cheetos dust crusted around his lip, this fucking pool of sweat just fucking teeming off his fucking face, and he stresses and he sweats and he worries about putting these fuck flicks out, these cum shot collages. This is what he concerns himself with. When ultimately, like, fucking, he could tomorrow go like get a job at Radio Shack or fucking Nike Town or whatever the fuck, whoever's hiring. But instead, they've convinced themselves that this is their point and purpose. This is what God put me here. I will piece together cum shot collages. So they go through hours upon hours, thousands of hours of film going through, and they have to, you know, shake off these bloodshot eyes in the sleep, and, you know, and they have to convince themselves that what they're doing is the right thing and the noble thing, and they work arduously, you know, piecing together, you know, they have all these videos, and they have to convince themselves that what they're doing is the right thing, and they have to tell themselves, you know, some scenes aren't going to make the cut. They have to convince, they have to do critiques, they have to, you know, they have to critique camera angles, you know, cum shot volume, placement, all this. They're analyzing these fuck flicks at the goddamn Zapruder film, you know, back and to the left. Back and to the left. That's a JFK reference. So, they have to analyze and interpret all these fuck flicks. They have to tell themselves that some's going to stay, some are going to go. I'm sorry, Tara Patrick. Maybe I'll see you on Cum Collages too. But for the meantime, I'm sorry. You're already in 3 or 4 films. I got things to do. And they tell themselves what to do is the right effort, the noble effort. And then at some point they have to, you know, they have to have doubts and concerns. They tell themselves that what they're doing is, I gotta get my shit together. This isn't my life. This isn't what I meant to do. And they look on the wall and they see that picture, that poster, like the cat in the tree. You know, it's like just hanging there, baby. Like, yes, I will hang in there, kitten. And they hammer it away and they keep on going. And then I realized, like, you know, the determination these fucking perverts have. If these motherfuckers in Washington had fucking half the fucking gusto that these fucking creeps did, maybe our money wouldn't be on fire, we wouldn't be fucking eating ourselves. And that's when I realized that I had forgotten that I was masturbating. Well, in the meantime, I appreciate for the smattering of laughter, and in the meantime, I will pass the mic to our lovely host and say thank you. Matt Dorman.
Matt Dorman. Thank you, Matt
Dorman. Yeah, way to go, Matt Dorman. Y'all give it up one more time for him. That guy has hella analyzed porn to a whole new level for me. Damn. Alright. Michael Badger is getting ready to hit the stage, guys.
not just Bruce Purcell's roadie. Holy shit! This is like auditioning for witness for the prosecution up here. I needed Matt to be listening to that one because he's probably the only person who's seen Witness for the Prosecution. Anyhow, fuck, I'm so fucking hungry. This is the second set tonight. I was gonna go eat at Panda Express, and I walked in there, and you know what I found out? It's not real panda.
Oh, wow.
That sucks. So, you know who I'm pissed off at and have been since, like, I don't know, I was a kid? Where's the chair? There it is. I'm pissed off at popes. All of them. And it's because, you know, when you get to be pope, I mean, there's a lot of cool shit that goes with the job, you know, like healthcare and free housing. You know, shit we should provide veterans, and so that Matt Dorman doesn't end up. Fuck. But I'm pissed off at them because the one cool thing they can do is they can choose their own name. And they keep choosing the same stupid, boring names every single time. John, Paul, the new one is Francis. He's the 14th Francis. I know, I looked it up on the internet. Because that's what I do all day, because I want to call myself a professional comic. It's like, no, honey, I'm not wasting time on the internet. I'm doing research. And you can tell I made that shit up because my wife left me a long time ago. But no, they can choose their own names. And they choose stupid names. They don't choose a cool name. They don't choose, I don't know, like Pope Megatron. Or my personal favorite, if I became Pope, I would be the first ever Pope Zod. Every Easter it would be the same thing. I'd get the little kids down and I'd be like, kneel before Zod. Yeah, the Superman 1 and 2 reference there. You'll get it when the new Superman comes out. This actually has pissed me off. I don't have a joke behind it. I was just watching the trailer for Superman today. The new Superman, they're calling it Man of Steel, not Superman. I don't know, contractual thing. Okay? If you've got a joke, please feed it to me, like, in the middle of the set. Superman can't grow a beard because he can't fucking shave. Think about it. Superman can't. That's the shit is like it's like titanium. You know the only thing that's stronger than Superman's beard? My fucking toenails. Now, as I've gotten older, I've got to like take them off with a Makita grinder. It's just.
Joke I was gonna throw you.
Throw me a joke, man. Throw me a joke, please.
It's done now.
No, please. Seaman, give me one of those cum shot jokes of yours.
That ship has sailed.
the ship has sailed. Great. That's awesome. Okay, so how big of a pervert am I? Anybody want to know?
Yes.
I am such a pervert. I've done the research, both video and in my personal life. Big girls suck great dick. Right? Big girls suck the best dick. The bigger the girl, the better the dick sucker. I'm on the bus today. By the way, very hard to get roadhead when you're on a bus. Just saying. Especially when they wake up. That's a rape joke. But I'm on it, and this 600-pound behemoth gets on a mobility scooter. And all I can think of is, I'll bet you she sucks a mean dick. That is 600 pounds. I'll bet you 50 pounds of their weight gain is just semen. It's like, all of a sudden, it's like, you know, she's got to suck dick like a crack in a windshield in deep space. Like, did anybody see Alien 4 when like Sigourney Weaver like plugs a hole in the cargo bay windshield, and all of a sudden like the monster's like, and that was like what my penis was doing towards her. It's like and it's like and then it gives her the sad face. That's what my penis did. It's like, I can't resist you, I love you, and it gets sucked out into space in a million different pieces. starts to freeze and it's fucking awesome, but then, you know, then you hear all the sounds that go with it, and then you're like, oh fuck, so it's a vacuum, there's no sound in space, and then it's all killed. Because, you know, I like science that way. Anybody in here got a beard? I'm not talking about, like, you know, somebody to make you not gay. I'm talking about an actual beard. Yeah. Don't, you know what? I got some advice for you, especially if you get older and you've had the beard for a long time. The worst thing in the world is shaving off your beard and remembering you grew it because you hate your face. That's really, I just like, and then you can't grow it back fast enough. And like hair, but you know, when you get older, hair is like growing out of places. I've got, like, I can't grow shit here anymore, right? I've got like 5 hairs on the edge of my ear. There, I plucked it this morning and it's 3 inches fucking long again. What the, it's like, it like, you know, pops up like my erection used to when I was like 14 years old. This is, ow, there, I got it. It's just like, fuck, no, you get older, and here you get all kinds of extra stuff, like extra face. Seriously, like I shaved my beard off, I was like, I have more face than why is it, why, it's like, none of this, like, it's like, I could hang wind chimes from this shit, like, it's just awful, and then, like, the plus side to this, though, the whole getting older thing, I have boobs. Like, I used to want to, like, just touch every woman's boobs that I see, and they get all offended. I'm like, I get it now. Like, you keep this shit to yourself. I understand the importance of it. It's just awful. Oh, I just have a word of advice for the younger ladies, or even the older ladies who haven't figured this out yet. Okay, now when I'm done with sex, which takes me all of, well, so far it's taken me 47 years because I'm more or less done with sex. But when I'm done with sex, you know, here's my cuddle position, right? You want to cuddle, you're like, come to me. My cuddle position, I call it the full Heisman. I'm like this. And the thing of it is not that, it's not that I don't want to cuddle. It's not that I don't love you even if I can't remember your name. It's that, you know what, right after sex I can't cuddle because it's literally the only 45 minutes out of a day that I'm not going to be thinking about how am I going to get laid next. Like, suddenly I think I've got shit to do. I have to change the oil in the car. I've got to program the VCR, which sort of shows you how sucky my life is that I still have a VCR. Because no pawn shop will take it. Anyhow, alright, I'll leave you with this. Army sex, they're talking about, I want to call it army sex, they call it don't ask, don't tell. Because I don't want to ask, and I really, really hope that you don't tell. So thanks very much, that's been my time.
You guys give a round of applause for Michael Badger. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, coming to the stage next is Jeremy Stutz. Nice.
Fuck yeah. So how everybody's doing tonight, scoundrels? Yeah, come on, give it up, give it up. This place is fucking funny because this is where I met my ex-girlfriend of like a year ago. At that place right over there. That place right over there. We're broken up now, but fuck her, it's all good. But just to give you guys some background about me, I'm actually a Southern Baptist preacher's kid from North Carolina. What the fuck, right? Yeah. Like, wow, what the fuck, you know? My dad was an Air Force colonel and he was like the last 4 years of his career, he was the chaplain of fucking Arlington Cemetery. What the fuck? Like, what am I doing here? Holy shit, you know? But I give it up to everybody that's been in the armed forces. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I give it up to all those people because they're awesome. you know. But it's fucking hilarious. So we're in Vegas now, and I don't know, like I look at Craigslist a lot in Vegas because it's fucking hilarious. You can find so much funny shit on Craigslist. It's not even funny. So one of my whole things is, okay, so girls, like what's up with the new adventure being the big black cock adventure in Vegas? I don't know what that's all about, but what I saw was thing about this lady, and this lady was like 32 years old, and she's like, I'm looking for a new adventure in Vegas. You know, she's like, I've never had a large package before. But all of a sudden she's like, I'm looking for a BBC adventure. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like, you're from she's like from some fucking like place like in middle America, you know, she's got a picture of her, she's like laying, she's sitting in the front of her porch. She's got this American flag vest on. You know, she's got her shorts on. She's like, I'm looking for a big black cock adventure. And I'm going like, how fucked up is that going to be? So, you know, she gets her adventure in Vegas, you know. She gets the guy that comes, and the guy's like, you know, she shows up, and she's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is awesome. He shows up with his fucking 22-inch dick. And he's like, you know, like, why the fuck can't you help me get it inside you like all the other white bitches that has called me up for this adventure? You know, she's like, oh my God. You know, and he's like, she's like in the bed laying down, and he's like by the couch, you know, and he's like, oh, like, let me get you. She's like, oh, she's like, I just got the tip in. And all of a sudden it's like, you got the tip in where he's like, I'm gonna put the whole fucking 22 inches in. It's like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, he's like banging her. He's like, she's like, you know, she's like, her pussy fucking is like becoming like the biggest cave ever. And you know, when she gets home, her husband's like, you know, let me fuck you. He went to Vegas, like, I haven't had sex in a week, so let me fuck you. And all of a sudden, she's like, no, like, she's like, oh, he's like, he like, so his pit, like, like, fingering around there. He's like, why can't I get my whole fist in? This is the first time I've been able to get my fucking fist in. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, I don't know, I had an adventure. Like, I went to Vegas, it was a big black cock adventure. And you know, it's like, oh, and he's like, oh my God. He's like, when you had your BBC adventure, did you have the kids in the room too? Fucking kids in the room. And she's like, well, you know, they had earphones in, they didn't know. It's like, how the fuck did you not know? Like, you were screaming like a fucking biblical whore, like, oh. So, you know, boom. That was her whole BBC adventure, I don't know. Just something I came up with. But my whole thing is, so check this out. I don't know if you guys know who the rapper Coolio is. Everybody know who Coolio is in this fucking place? Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is fucking hilarious, but I actually had a girl that's part of his security team. Yeah, I fucked her. And she had the whole audacity to be like, you know what? Coolio. Yeah, he's part of my clientele. He wants to fuck me. He's been trying for 2 years. You know me for 15 minutes. You're gonna bang this, but he never will. Like, why are you telling this to a fucking comedian? You know? I'm like, this motherfucker, Coolio is so broke. Alright, check this out. Coolio is so broke. He goes into a bar in Vegas, they ask him to prepay for his fucking drinks. That's how crazy he is, right? Ask him to prepay for his drinks. I was sitting next to a bar in Vegas with Coolio. He has 3 fucking dreads left out of the whole bunch. He's 5. How tall do you think fucking Coolio is? Anybody? How tall do you think fucking Coolio is? How tall do you think Coolio is from Gangster Paradise? Do you think? Okay, like, Coolio is actually 5'6". I'm 6'2", right? I'm going, what the fuck, right? So, you know, Coolio jumps up and he starts talking about how he's beating somebody down right in front of me. I'm 6'2". He's trying to use me as a figure, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So Coolio got wind that I fucked this chick that was part of his security team. So Coolio was like, holy fuck, like, you know, all 3 dreads fell out. He was so fucking stressed. You know, so it's like, what the fuck? All 3 dreads fall out, like, fuck, you know? This motherfucker's fucking the dude out, you know, it's like, what the fuck? And so, you know, I'm walking down the street, I heard some car drive by, it's like, I felt this sudden, all these rubber bullets just start pelting off me. I'm like, rubber bullets, rubber bullets, what the fuck? All of a sudden, yeah, I'm like, look, it's Coolio trying to do a drive-by. He can't afford real bullets. It's like, what the fuck? You know, when I go see Coolio in concert, You know, all of a sudden it's like Coolio's in concert. If I can bring this body bag out, closer look, no, it's not a body bag, it's a fucking garment bag. It's like, what the fuck, you know, he comes out, garment bag, not a fucking body bag. He can't even afford a real props. It's like, this is fucked up. You know, why the fuck are you gonna tell a comedian that you're trying to fuck somebody? They're like, you're part of the security team and they're all low budget and shit. It's just fucked up, you know? So I don't know. So everybody like electronic music? Everybody in the whole electronic music thing? Got the whole David Guetta. Like David Guetta, like, I don't know, I started listening to a lot of electronic music and I heard like, okay, David Guetta, he's going, where them girls at? Where them girls at? Like, why the fuck does someone gotta sing so many times in their song, where them fucking girls at? If they're a multi-million-dollar DJ, they're gonna be laying it down and them girls gonna be all over the motherfucking place. I say, you know what? David Guetta's just trying to come up with a gay experience. So basically, you know, you got David Guetta, he's like, first time he ever wandered into a gay bar, and he's like, where them girls at? Where them girls at? He goes, why the fuck are there so many dudes here? Where are them girls at? This gay bar, this guy at the fucking gay bar is like, hey, you look really good in them fucking skinny jeans. He's like, come have a free drink with me. So next thing you know, David Guetta wakes up the next morning going, where them girls at? Where them girls at? But his fucking ass hurts. And it's all because this fucking gay guy fucking drugged his ass and he goes, well, I couldn't help it, you know? You get a multi-million-dollar DJ walks into a gay bar, I couldn't help but drug his ass. Why not? Fucking haha, it's fucking hilarious. You know, you get that shit. But you know, a lot of people, they always, I just basically lost a lot of weight. And, you know, it's funny because people used to tell me, like, hey, you know what, you look like Man versus Food. How funny is that shit? Man versus food, man versus food. He's like, why don't you have some kind of eating contest on YouTube where man versus food, you know? And I'm going like, what the fuck? Like, that's fucked up. Like, no bitches think man versus food is fucking sexy. So then I started losing a bunch of my weight. A bunch of girls in my apartment complex started calling me man versus food. I'm going like, well, okay, but you know what? Why don't we break it down? MVP, man versus pussy. That's me. You know, fuck all this man versus food shit. He's like, I'll be eating fucking girls' pussies on YouTube and be like, oh yeah, you know? And they'll all be like, wow, like, you know, he's eating a bunch of stuff, but he ain't gaining no weight. He ain't no calories. So it's like man versus pussy. He eats nothing. He's like, you know? And then you get a bunch of girls that roll their eyes at that shit and they're like, oh, like he can talk a bunch of shit, man versus pussy, whatever. But it's like all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I am man versus pussy because you know what? If you have any doubts, then step up to the fucking plate and find the fuck out. You know, that's all there is to that. But anyway, this is my time. My name is Jeremy Stutz from Vegas. Thank you. Have a good night, y'all.
All right, y'all, give it up one more time for Mr. Stutz, Jeremy Stutz. All right, coming up to the stage right now is a surprise to me, Miss Lizzie B. Y'all put y'all hands together for the only lady tonight with enough balls to get up here with these guys. Big balls. Big old balls.
I'm too short for that shit. So I just came from work, and I don't know if you guys can tell I'm wearing scrubs, and I'm just like covered in piss, shit, and cum. Yeah. And yes, actually there is, you know, a secondary diagnosis of like chronic masturbation. It happens all the time. And you know, of course, when you look like this. Yes, so, no, I go by Lizzie B because I like, you know, Lizzie B nasty, Lizzie B a whore. Slore is actually my favorite, slut and whore. Lizzie Beaver, and that's actually what I call my car, is Beaver. She's a good ride. She actually got rear-ended the other day, and it was a good rear ending. And I'm looking in the mirror after it happens, and I'm like equal opportunity racist. So I'm looking in the mirror, and don't you fucking know, it's some dirty Mexican. And he's driving a big white Econo like van line. I'm like, motherfucker, there's no way this dude has insurance. And he gets out and he's super nice. Oh, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, dude, first question out of my mouth is, do you fucking have insurance? He's like, actually, I just paid for it yesterday. And I was like, yes, the gods do love me. But what he doesn't know is I was like, the reason why he rear-ended me is because I was trying to pay attention to the car in front of me. I have this thing with license plates, and I want to turn it into like a coffee table book. You know, in the state of Nevada, it's really cheap to get like a personalized license plate. So the one I was looking in front of me said, "Hi, officer." I'm not fucking kidding you. Fucking hi, officer. So, you know, next time I can choose my license plate, mine's gonna say under .8. Nice. I was gonna say something about Beaver, and now I can't remember.
Beaver.
I know, shit, I can't remember.
Mario, can she sing your song?
Let her sing it.
I forgot about your song. That's a good one. Shit. What was I saying? Okay, I'll just go on to something else.
Play with it.
Beaver. Hairy beaver? Actually, I do. I've decided to grow out my hairy beaver. I shave the lips and the asshole, you know, that's gotta be clean when a dude goes down on you. But like the top, I like to feel like a woman because I kind of look like I'm 12. And like, I don't want to attract the pedophiles. Granted, I do like older men. Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Lizzie.
Hi, baby.
You think I missed my chance?
Never. So back to the equal opportunity racism thing. You know, I really just kind of want to like fuck through the United Nations. Sorry, I always giggle at that. So really, I want to be part of the 4-H club. The find them, feed them, fuck them, and then forget them.
Those are F's.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fucking the 4F. There is a thing as the 4-H club. That's where the joke went wrong. What else? What are some of my other funny shit which I lack?
Where did you decide to do comedy?
Fucking meatheads.
I'm setting you up for the joke.
Oh, that joke. Oh yeah, good one. I need help. It's been a long day. So I asked my roommate. I was like, oh, "Did I steal your dream of being a comedian?" Because usually I actually have to fuck guys to like kill their dreams. I'm gonna leave you with one last joke. This is one for the ladies. So you know these guys have these nasty ass shit like joke wise that they can do to us, like Superman that hoe or the Simba, which is nasty. If any of you like don't know what that is, you know when they jizz on you, they literally like Simba. Well, I have one for you gals. So you know when you're having sex and you're on your period because you know it feels the best? Oh yeah, dirty. And the guy obviously can't make you come because fucking guys suck. And you're down there, you're rubbing one out, you know, oh yeah, and you finally come, and then once you're done, you fucking just stamp your hand on his chest, you put a little smiley face in it, and you scream, Wilson! I call it the castaway. And I think that it should just, go viral, okay? Just viral. Again, this is Lizzie B, and hot dogs do not float.
Yeah.
Wow. Baby's doing it there.
Yeah.
One more time, you guys, for Miss Lizzie B. Can I just say, if I ever get Wilson, it's going down. All right, coming to the stage is a good friend of mine. He's a common face in Scoundrels. I feel bad for him sometimes.
It's gotta be
Marty Forrest. Come on, let's do it, my friend.
Okay, that's your time.
Works for me, fuck it. I'm gonna do something revolutionary. I'm gonna try and make some of the black people laugh at. It's a wild, I know it's a big, but it's possible.
Or the white boys, chubby, you got chubby white boys talking about sex. You guys don't want to hear this shit. I understand that. If I kill tonight, I should be on the Tonight Show tomorrow. If I blow the fucking roof off, I deserve it.
You deserve it.
I have an accent. Some of you may recognize it. You probably know where I'm from. You can probably guess where I'm from. Anybody volunteer in New York? Anything? Anyone else? Anything? Kansas City? Anybody? You're all wrong. Japan. I'm from Tokyo. But you have to understand something. We all sound like this in Japan. You know, because we all have an accent. Hello! Hello! You people remind me of something tonight. Sitting there, you remind me of.
I'm offended.
Security. I don't mean. Oh, I didn't mean that like the black people. I don't mean that. I mean you people. All of you people. You're so touchy. I don't like anybody. I don't even like me. So don't worry about it. It's not. If I liked me, would I be here? This is fucking masochistic shit right now. Imagine doing this. This is my dream. This is what I want to do. I like this time I'm spending here. I care about this. This is me being happy. This is it. I'm fucking overjoyed right now. Can you tell? I got a very big penis. You don't want to hear about white boys' penises. I saw the other. You don't want to hear that shit. I don't have a penis. I have an inverted penis. I'm fucking myself right now in the ass. All right, it's disgusting. Isn't that disgusting? A lot of the guys have been talking about sex tonight. I'm a little older. I think it's disgusting. To tell you the truth, I don't like all this sexual talk. When I grew up, things were different. People had respect for each other. People cared. So I'd like to share something with you because I respect you as an audience and I respect your intelligence. And I'd like to share something personal that really means something. When I was a kid, my father used to try and ass fuck me. Yeah, black people don't like that shit. They don't like anything. I know, you guys don't like anything like remotely gay. Like that. But it's just a fucking joke. It's just gay. I can prove I'm not gay. I'm just telling jokes. I'm not gay. Nobody thinks I'm gay here, right? Alright, a few of you think I may be gay. But I'm not. I'm just telling you. I can prove to everybody here I'm not gay. And I can prove it easily. Every guy here, alright, can walk on the stage right now and I'll suck your dick. But wait a second before you make judgments. Back to let's not be prejudiced, let's not prejudge. I'll suck your dick. But I'll be like this. But when I'm sucking it, what's the matter with this mic? You call this a professional show? When I'm sucking your dick, I'm just gonna be like this. I'm just gonna be like. Wait a second. Listen for a second.
Fucking security. Fuck that. Security, nigga.
Come on. Give me. All right. One more joke. If you don't like it, you can go to sleep. This is my life. I'm doing what I love. Come on. You didn't think none of this shit? Nothing I said was funny? Nothing's funny? One more? All right.
One more.
All right. Thanks for being sympathetic. Cocksucker. What are you, a fucking critic? Did my ex-wife send you here tonight? What the fuck is going on?
She was sucking dick, yeah, she did.
I'm implying to suck dick. I'm not saying I really suck dick. It's a joke. All right, I suck dick. I suck dick for this job tonight. So if my career's in a... No. I don't suck... I told you, I'm going to be sucking dick. It's going to be like this. I'm not gay. If I'm going to be sucking dick, it's going to be like this. You gotta watch this shit. I don't fucking dance. I'm not a stripper. I tell fucking stories. This is it. You gotta pay attention. Meet me halfway, motherfucker. Halfway, that's all I ask.
Suck the dick after you tell the joke.
I'll suck the dick later so I can get paid because this shit ain't doing it.
Suck the dick at the end of the joke, not at the beginning.
Is this your fucking time or mine? If you want to come up here, you can come up here too.
I don't even want to come up there. All I want to do is...
I don't want to be up here either. You think I want to fucking be up here? Look at this. You're my audience.
Stop saying a man shit. You ain't a man right now. You sucking dick on the stage.
Because I'm mentioning dick, I'm not a man?
You sucking dick.
Oh no!
you're right. It's kind of like the more I talk about dick sucking, the more it's shrinking. So maybe, all right. Can I get back to my joke, or are you? I mean, are you working it out? Can I get clean? You know, if you're gonna heckle, there's a protocol. There's a way we do it.
Can I get a red light? Can I get a fucking red light?
How much did you pay to get in here? What the fuck are you complaining about? This is free fucking entertainment.
All the time it's free. But we ain't sucking no dick in the scalp.
Nobody asked you to suck dick.
We didn't ask you either.
Nobody asked me. I'm volunteering. I'm brave. I'm like fucking Spartacus. I'll suck dick.
Stop playing, Spartacus.
Can I get back to my joke? Give 1 second. No, come back after this because I like it. You're making this better. At least you're alive. Not like some of you. I mean, at least you fucking talk. The rest of it's like. All right. No, it's all right. It's good. You're good. You make the show better because it's like playing a little to a cemetery tonight. You know, it's a little quiet. I'm not used to this. I'm a funny comedian. I like people to actually be fucking paying attention. Sue me. Funny that way. Anyway, when I suck your dick, okay? When I go back to sucking, I'm just gonna suck it like this. I'm not done yet. Can I finish? Motherfucker, let me finish. If you don't like it, I'll go home. I'll go to the men's room. I'll put a bullet in my head. Do the right thing. All right? You know, all right? Give me one more. If you know, it's all right. Okay, when I'm sucking dick, I'm just gonna be like this. Because I don't give a shit, because I'm not gay. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't excite me sucking a dick. It don't make a difference, because I'm not a fan. If I was, I'd be excited, I'd be enjoying myself, but I don't care. I can suck 400 dicks a day, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. And if I were to suck your dick, sir, and I send you flowers afterward, it's not a gay thing. It's still not gay. It's doing it because we together as two men, we shared something. And it's a token of my esteem. Thank you, we had a moment. That's all it is. Everybody makes it gay right away. You're judging. You're judging. All right. I'm not gay, I never sucked dick. One time I was in a bus terminal, I needed like money to go home. Listen, I wore a blindfold, it was a whole fucking, it was... All right, enough about sucking dick, because that's disgusting. Yeah. My mother used to try and fuck me too. And it used to really bother me. With this, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one, ain't gay. This is more of a trans thing. You may be open. There's a lot of trans in Vegas. You gotta be open to this shit. Don't you read the weekly? My mom used to try and fuck me when I was a baby. And it used to really scare me. Because she had like a really big penis. It was devastating to me. I was a little kid. It was like, you know. All right. No more penis jokes. No more sex jokes. Okay. My sister used to try and fuck me. No. My sister never tried to fuck me. My sister had a vagina. She didn't have a penis. She was a regular girl. But I did try and fuck her a few times. All right. Thank you very much. You guys have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Fuckers were rough. You're rough. Thank you.
Marty Forrest, y'all.
Epic!
Wow, right? Wow. All right, man. I feel bad for your youth. All right, we got everybody on and off the stage tonight. Everybody's good. All right, for sure, you guys. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you guys showing love and support.
Mario.
I know.
Mario. Yeah, fuck him anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mario, maybe. Hey, Mario, they got love for you, though. They were like, what about Mario?
We were here, we shot up.
Thanks, please. Give it up for that cocksucker, Marty Forrest. Man, I can't believe I gotta follow these jerk-offs. Terrible.
so lucky.
I know. I don't know about you guys, but when Lizzie B was bending over the rail there, anybody else have some naughty thoughts?
Time, bro.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. The only thing worse than all these bombing comics are fucking terrorist bombing. It's terrible. We shouldn't joke about that. But it's probably any Muslims in the house. I don't know. It could be somebody either doesn't really like paying taxes or it's Al Qaeda. It's one or the other. Probably not a good time to be a Muslim in America. Like, you know, time to turn in the Muslim card, you know. I don't know Allah. I don't know Allah. I don't know any Allah. I don't know any Allah. Who's Allah? That's bad. But if guys are going to get up here and talk about sucking cock and getting raped as children, I can make an Al Qaeda joke. That's about the least offensive thing that's gone on tonight. I think. I don't know. Chlamydia is an interesting disease. And there's nothing wrong with cum shot compilation videos. Nothing wrong with that. Some of my favorites. It's a good job. It's good work if you can get it. I think. It's okay if you want to be a Chicago Bears fan. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's a segue. It's a segue to being Samoan. That's what that is. Ha ha, yeah, ha ha. Anyway, yeah. Take some shots of these guys, please. Take some shots of these guys. So, how's the rest of the bar back there, scoundrels? How you guys doing tonight? You guys holding up okay? These comics were killing. Literally. Jeremy, we gotta get you back in church, man. Like, we gotta get you back in church. I'm the grandson of a preacher man from North Carolina. I was born in North Carolina too, in High Point.
There you go. I'm not too far from you.
So I grew up in the basement there of the church. You know, I got kicked out of Sunday school when I was 5. I questioned something. Oh, you're 5. You think you know everything?
Yeah. I know a lot.
Retardedness. All right, it's time to liven this thing up because I don't know how to pull this up from the depths of despair that we've gone to, but we got to do it. Where's all my freaky ladies? Where's all the freaky women in the house? Any freaky women in the house? No freaky women in the house. One? It's terrible. I think freaky girls are good, you know, the more screaming and scratching and moaning, the better. But certain girls take, like, girls who say daddy during sex. You guys know these girls who say daddy during sex? Like, I like it, but sometimes it goes a little too far, you know.
Oh, daddy, fuck that little pussy, daddy. Fuck that little pussy, daddy. Oh, come in my mouth, daddy. Come in my mouth.
Like, I don't know what relationship you had with your father, but I'll come in your mouth if that's what you want. It's just how I roll sometimes. So I recently went out with a dominatrix. I took her out for a cup of coffee, and she threw it in my face. It's like, ow! This shit's hot. So I bought her a refill. And she was like, okay, Mario, Saturday night, my place. Dinner, a movie. You're gonna lick my boots and lick my twat. I said, all right, that sounds pretty good to me. So I showed up. Saturday night, the appointed time. You're late! Get in here, scumbag! Whoa, mistress, take it easy. What's going on? She's like, I said 8 o'clock, it's 8:05. You're in trouble. Whoa. I thought we were gonna watch a movie, have a little dinner. I was gonna lick your boots and lick your twat. She says, oh, you'll get dinner and a movie, and you better believe me, you're gonna lick my boots. The next thing you know, she shoves me in a chair, shoves a mouthful of crackers in my hand. Did you say that backwards? You sure did. Next thing you know, she sticks a thorny crown on my head, and then she's punching me in the face, talking about, are you the king of the Jews? Are you the king of the Jews? Oh. Yeah, dominatrix, don't do it. Don't do it, fellas. It's a rough crowd. It's a rough crowd. You guys are tougher than LeBron in the paint. You're tougher than a hooker on my taint. It's terrible, terrible. You guys look like you're having fun. I'm not singing. I'm not singing. Sorry. I know you want me to, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'll do it. All right, I'll do it. I'm gonna sing some Frank Sinatra for you guys, if that's okay. It's a little ditty. You guys might recognize this. Please feel free to sing along. I wish you would. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when my balls are blue, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you licked my taint. Lovely, never change a thing, 'cause I love you and the way you licked my taint. Thank you very much. That's a song about having your taint licked. Who's had their taint licked can probably pretty much, right? I think it's a good thing. You guys might know. Fuck me on the moon. Let me jizz among those stars. Let me see what sex is like on Jupiter and Mars.